Hey guys, welcome back to the Ron Williams YouTube channel. Natural bodybuilder of the decade, natural Mr. World, Mr. Olympia, and Mr. Universe. Today we're going to talk again about fact or fiction. I really love these. Now the first question, I'm going to jump right into it. The first question was this: is it impossible to grow if you don't go to muscle failure every single workout? So fact or fiction, you have to go through muscle failure in order to grow in every workout. Now you tell me, is that fact or fiction? The answer to that question is this: it is absolutely fiction. I want to tell you something about the muscle. Whenever you work the muscle, you slightly tear the muscle, and we call it micro-tearing. When you micro-tear that muscle, what actually happens is slightly injured. You could say it was injured. It's just like if you twist your ankle, a lot of blood pumps to that area. And that's the body kicking in, trying to heal the damage. So when you micro-tear the muscle, you damage the muscle, and you tear it, micro-tear it, and the blood pumps into that muscle, and we call that a pump. But the body is actually trying to heal itself from the micro damage that we've caused, and it repairs according to the damage that was caused. Now the more you tear that muscle, and the more you tear that muscle, and the more you tear that muscle, the closer it is actually to a true injury. So you want to be real careful in how much you tear that muscle down. And muscle failure is when the muscle can handle no more. It is done. A lot of times people, when they get to that point, they say, I want to get more out of my workout. Let's do some negative reps. Not the smartest thing to do. Let that muscle repair and recover according to the pressure that you applied, and it'll respond to that. So you don't have to go to muscle failure every workout. It's not necessary. It's actually dangerous. So that would be fiction. Question number 2, fact or fiction? Your metabolism actually determines how much you grow. I want to tell you something. Your metabolism is really a measurement of if you have a higher metabolism or a slower metabolism, that helps in determining growth. I have to admit that, because if you have a slow metabolism, it's easy for you to put on excess body fat, but it's also a little easier for you to put on muscle. If you have a high metabolism, very fast metabolism, you have to be more scientific in putting on muscle, and it's a little harder, but it's harder for you to put on the excess body fat. So your metabolism does play a part, but regardless of what type of metabolism you have, you can still grow. If you can maintain, you can grow. If you can maintain, you can decrease body fat. You just have to use the scientific principles around your desires in order to get the results that you want. So I hope that answered the question. Question number 3, or fact or fiction number 3, is weightlifting destroys your joints. I'm going to give you a chance to answer that. Weightlifting destroys your joints. That would be fact and fiction. Depends on how you lift the weights. If you're lifting against the joints, it'll absolutely destroy the joints. But there are a lot of people that don't lift at all that destroys their joints. Their joints are destroyed because they have excessive amounts of weight that's pressing down. Gravity is pushing down on them, and it's putting pressure on their joints, and their joints are blowing out. They're destroying their joints. They have tremendous back problems. Those are joint problems. Elbow problems, shoulder problems, and they don't lift weights. But if you lift weights properly, it will actually protect your joints, strengthen the muscle around the joint so there's not as much pressure on that joint itself. So weightlifting itself does not destroy the joints, but improper lifting absolutely will destroy the joints. So the answer to that is fact and fiction. And what I want you to do is concentrate on good form and technique. So it'll be fiction for you. Weightlifting will not destroy your joints because you do it the right way. Question number 4, or fact or fiction number 4, is women need to train different than men. Fact or fiction? I'm not going to give you much time on this one. I'm ready to jump right in. The thing about training is we train, the best thing to do is look at what is my long-term goal. This is what I want to accomplish, and then back into it. And that will determine the type of training that you want to do. If the female wants to do the exact same thing that the male is doing, whether it's running or whatever activity that is, the training is very, very similar. But there are certain areas that the woman might work a little different, even a little more than a male would, because they want those areas accented. So the training basically is the same, depending on what activity they're training for. For the most part, it's the same. But you have slight areas like the glutes, the waist, and areas like that they would train just a slight bit different. The training is a lot the same. So that would be fiction. The training is close to the same. Fact or fiction number 5. All bodybuilders are healthy. I know you've answered that already, right? All bodybuilders are not healthy. That is absolute fiction. All bodybuilders are absolutely not healthy. All types of problems with some. But the ones that train healthy, the ones that eat healthy, those are the ones that are healthy. I mean, you have some bodybuilders that think that it's okay to eat anything. And you have some bodybuilders that say, I'm gonna eat for life and longevity. I'm gonna eat for health. You know, you are what you eat and the way you train. Some are willing to put supplements in their body that are unhealthy. Some are willing to even stick themselves and put chemicals in their body that are unhealthy. So no, not all bodybuilders are healthy. But this is what's really sad to me. Is years ago when I started in bodybuilding, my quest was to be the healthiest I possibly could be. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't that I wanted to build the best physique in the world at the time. I just wanted to be healthy. I wanted to be strong, and I wanted to have a nice looking physique, you know, and that was one of the side benefits. But so often I see people want to compete only to get a certain look and to get on stage and say, look what I did. And for so many people, it's really about pride. Look how strong I am. Look how good I look. Look at me. When in all actuality, our motive, our number one motive should be health. So that's me on my soapbox. But listen, the answer to that question is, I forgot the question.
All bodybuilders are healthy.
The answer to that question is, all bodybuilders are absolutely not healthy. If you like this video, I want you to subscribe, but I also want you to keep in mind that health is the center, it's the core of why we do what we do. And for me personally, my body is the temple of the living God, and I want to take care of it for Him, for my wife, and for life and longevity. God bless you until next time.